Hi, and welcome to Mindful Design Feng Shui School. We are Laura Morris and Angie Cho, co-founders of Mindful Design Feng Shui School. We hope that these videos will inspire, educate, and empower you to create mindful spaces that transform and resonate with you. Today's episode, we have another question, and this comes from Jen, and she is asking, can you tell me if the moon is female or male, and the sun either male or female? Angie, what is your take on this?
Thanks, Laura, and thanks, Jen, for asking this question. I love this question because I love talking about the sun and the moon. These concepts of the sun and the moon are something in our physical lives, but they also come up in many different modalities. And so I think in all modalities, whether it's Buddhism or like yoga or Kundalini yoga or Taoism or Feng Shui, the moon is female and the sun is male. So in Feng Shui, we actually talk about the sun is yang energy, and yang energy relates to, again, the sun. It's very active. It's actually the time of day between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. So it's high noon. It's when the sun is the highest, the brightest. It's masculine energy, not necessarily gender related, but in terms of being outward and being active and being more exterior. So like the exterior of your home is more yang than your interior. And so another thing to keep in mind is these are all relational and one cannot exist without the other. So the moon is yin, right? So the moon is female also because it is related to the female gender in the sense that, or the female sex, that the moon, like we have the cycles of the moon, and actually, Laura and I are both females, and we're cisgender females, if that was the right term, and so our reproductive cycles follow the cycle of the moon, right? So we have a 28-day cycle usually, and so it's sometimes people call your menstrual cycle your moon cycle. So that's a really easy way to kind of remember if moon is masculine or feminine. So the moon is also this yin energy, which is like dark. So you think about 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. It's midnight. It's dark. It's passive. It's internal. It's a more feminine energy. So there's lists and lists and lists that we could tell you describing what's yin and what's yang and what's male and what's female and what's moon and what's sun. But the most important thing to remember is one cannot exist without the other. And if you could visualize, maybe we'll pull up the Yin-Yang symbol. So it's actually a circle, which is a boundary, and within it there's a sine wave. And then half of it, one teardrop is white with a little dot of black. And the other teardrop is black with a little part of white. And actually the black part is the yin, which is the moon, and the white part is the yang, which is the masculine or the sun energy. And within each, there's always a little bit of the other. And also the beautiful thing about this symbol is that it's not a static symbol. It's three-dimensional and it's moving, because in our human realm, like where we are on Earth, like these dualities of yin and yang and masculine and feminine and sun and moon, they exist together, right? So the moonlight and darkness can't really exist without the sun, and male doesn't exist without, male doesn't exist without female, right? Because female gives birth to males and females. But also darkness can't exist without light. Happiness can't exist without having some sadness sometimes. And so they're always in a constant relationship, and this paradoxical duality of two different opposing things that work together. So that's a really wonderful question, Jen. Thanks for asking, and I hope that that's helpful for you and you learned something.
Yeah, thank you so much for for the question. And thank you so much for watching this episode from Mindful Design Feng Shui School. If you like this episode, please subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to dive deeper in the world of Feng Shui and mindful design, please visit us at mindfuldesign.com. Thanks.